Hello, it is your sleepless god back with What If Midoriya or Deku was part of a gang, part 9. Uh, shit. We're gonna. It's customary. It's customary for me to do this every single time. 1 second. Turning off the fan for like the 30th time. So it's like a habit. We have to do it. It's like a good luck charm almost in the sense of the word. Okay. So last time we left off basically explaining that the heroes are starting to see what Midoriya is doing now. Well, what the gang is doing. They don't know Midoriya is a part of it. They do know Midoriya is the doctor, though. I think maybe you guys got this confused, but they don't know he's the leader of the gang, leader of this massive organization. They start figuring that stuff out, and then two things happen at the same time. One, a TV broadcast announced to everyone around the city, showing multiple people who are like senators, judges, and even pro heroes and the crimes that they committed, and video evidence of the crimes that they committed, and execution of them, as well as drug operations and stuff like that happening, getting toasted to the ground / demolished as Midoriya was visiting his dead mother's grave. Giving her more flowers, as well as putting a penny heads up on her gravestone. Let's start the video. As you see him stand up, Midoriya, he's a lot taller than you would think. He's roughly around 6 foot tall. As he looks over as its killer, he looks over. Thank you. Actually, it's not killer. It's Twice, probably. Because Twice can double himself as many times as possible. And he needs everyone on the ground. So it's Twice. He's guarding him. And you see him say, "No worries." As Midoriya walks to Twice, "What's the matter?" They start walking down this hill. It's the dead of night at this point. How do you know every single time? Your shoulders. It's every single time they slouch a little bit. I don't know why. Stand. As he hits him on the back and he stands up straight, almost like it's like an automatic reaction. As Midoriya hops into the back, as Twice hops into the front in the driver's seat and starts driving. How do you know it's the one? I know you, and you have your own. Please do not comment about my relationship, okay? It's complicated at the best of times, and the worst of times, it's interesting. Well, I feel like your two relationship is good, isn't it? It's manageable, yes. What do you want? Advice? So I've been seeing this girl. Well, technically a bunch of us has been seeing this girl. Does she know you are? No, of course not. Maybe that's a good thing? Question mark? As Midoriya is finally showing his age. He's a 16-year-old boy. He doesn't know sometimes what to say. Yeah, as he takes a left turn, as you see, into an alleyway that looks like a dead end, but you see a trash can goes and moves to a different direction as Twice goes down it. Goes down this corridor and starts leaning down as the trash can moves back. What do you want from me? She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know my job. She doesn't know anything. I don't know if I should actually do this. Well, you'll never know unless you actually trust her. I want to give her everything. I'll just tell her your job's dangerous. You can't tell her everything all the time. And if she can't respect that, then she should leave. Being truthfully honest with her isn't 100% needed. But being understanding with her is needed. Your relationship has just started. So everything from here is groundwork. And you don't want to start building a building off of mud. You want cement. You know, you give the best advice for such a young man as they pull into a parking spot and he steps out of his own car and shuts the door. And his toy says, I always wanted to open the car door for you and get out like a mob boss. And he looks over, I'm not a mob boss. I'm a doctor. But you are a gang boss, technically. I'm not a gang boss. As you hear Toga say, you sort of are a gang boss. You just committed like 26 executions and murders on the same night. I was like, I haven't touched a gun this entire day. I didn't kill anyone. Honest to God, blood is not on my hands. Hippocratic oath still works. As he walks into the building and takes off his jacket, this fancy, like super fancy jacket that looks like it costs way too much fucking money, and he puts it away and like takes off like his lapel and his and everything, hangs that up and sits down at this massive just table where you see a bunch of men who are like, it almost looks like so there's, let me explain the room as a DM should. You have like 4 tables who are like massive tables that are like basic, like a normal like table. You're going lengthwise. People are sitting down, relaxing, eating food, as like they're still carrying, like their guns are with them technically, but they're all on safety with mag unloaded and chamber cleared. Gun safety is necessary. I live in a state where like we are taught gun safety even as like a young child, because gun safety is very necessary. Now, maybe some of you guys don't understand that in my mind, but teaching your kid about a gun, even if you don't own one, is very much necessary in my mind, just in case there's even a gun near them, because you just don't know. But anyways, my rant aside of my mindset about weaponry, you see all of them are cleared and all of the chambers are cleared and the barrel is pointing down on the ground with the mags not in the actual clip but near the gun itself. So they're all eating. He sits down. As you see, it's the middle of the night. It's like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and everyone's eating dinner for the last time and going to bed. As he walks past them, he waves his hand, and some of them obviously bow to him. But they don't do a normal bow, like simple. They all get on their knees, and he's like, oh, fuck. You got it. Stop all of that, please. Just bow normally. Like, if you want to wave, if I wave, please. Like, please stop doing this. And they just don't listen. They bow deeply. Very much. Get on the knees and bow almost like it's their god. As he walks away, oh god, I really gotta fucking figure out how to deal with that. As he's walking to his room, and twice, and Killer is walking past. You see him, like, all of his weaponry is like, he's going to his room basically. It looks like he's starting, like, didn't strip it yet, but he's like looking at his guns, making sure they're all unloaded, they're all safety, because he's going to start cleaning them. And he walks past. Oh, hello, Killer. Hope you had a good night tonight. I'm going to bed soon. It's like, oh, yeah, had a great night. Great night tonight. I've one question. What's that question? Hopefully it's important. Is it fine that we keep Aizawa alive? Did you kill him? No, it's fine. He was a slight annoyance in the best of times. Did you try to kill him? Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit worse that he's still alive and you try to kill him, because now he knows a little bit. Did you? Where did the bullet go? Where did you put a bullet? Where? Shoulder? Okay, I mean, at least he's like fucking handicapped for a couple of like, what, 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks span. Matters if he takes his self-care right, and knowing fucking Eraserhead's track record, probably not. So 6 weeks. Present Mike, 4 weeks. So 4 weeks on healthcare, maybe 4 weeks and a half if he actually goes to the nurse. Okay, that's not terrible. Do you have any other shitty news? No, that's pretty much it. Everyone else is dead. Well, that's good. Take a shower. Fucking at least you smell like corpses as he walks away. As you see him walking down his doors, everyone has a room. You see the 7 that are there. They all have nameplates, and like they all have like names for their room. As you know, his room. He opens up the door and you walk in, and it's a beautiful luxury room, big ass fucking television, PC, literally a PC setup and everything like that in the corner, and a massive bed. As you see already a lump in the bed, and he's like, okay, he's at least fucking asleep. As he strips down to basically no shoes, no everything, basically down to his underwear, and lays down. As we're gonna move on to a different frame of reference as we're moving on to. All Might is in his tiny form, standing on his balcony. You know, looks like he was getting ready for bed. It already seems like he's took a shower, but he's just standing there staring off in the distance, looking at the skyline itself as he looks back. What if I... No. Maybe. No. As he opens up the balcony, opens up the balcony door, goes into his room and shuts it. As he seems like he's getting ready for bed. As we move on to the next day, the night is finished. As you see on the news, all over the news, it states about the killings. The public executions are the biggest ones, but they're on the newspapers. There was 27 murders, basically, or killings of gang members last night, and a destroying of drugs and weaponry, it seems like. As Midoriya is sitting at the massive fucking dinner tables with all of his men are still there eating breakfast, he smiles. Hey boys! As he yells like a father at the dinner table. As they all look up. We made it on the news again. Front page for me and the 6, me and the 7. But you guys and all of you men have made it on the second page this time. Good job, everyone. Good job, everyone. As he chucks the paper, as you see like fucking Shigaraki grabs it with like 2 fingers and starts reading it. As all of them are like pumping up their fists and like hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. As they're like, everyone, today is a glorious day for the cause itself. I want you to understand this as a person like I am. I want you to all understand that we are so much closer to their goals than ever before. But we cannot lies on our morals. Yes, we won, but any day of the week we could lose. And losing I don't like. And you see like the big doors open up and you see like 30 more people mixed between men and women, to state the least. These have passed the trials to become the next soldiers. As they all look at them, as every single man looks at them, as they stand up and salute them all. Good. As now we're going to actually see how they become soldiers. These are all quirkless people. What the green blood is a chemical compound that extraculates basically the ability of a quirk. Midoriya figured out a long fucking time ago that a quirk is just a genetic ability, pushed to the actually extreme. And he maybe figured out, he was like, can I make my own? And he figured out, you can't. The genetic ability is locked. A lot of animals have this. You can't unlock that. But what you can do is make genetic code believe they have a quirk and accept something that they normally wouldn't. Because again, it's just the genetic code is already there. It's just locked. It can't be. It's not activated yet. But you can't activate it. It's almost physically impossible. But what they're doing is they're adding this little bit. As you see them walk in and they all strap into machines, as you see these ginormous tubes of green blood, as they start getting injected with this green blood, as it starts flowing through their brains, as you see greenness start to flow through all the way up to their temple and then disappear. As you see their eyes start turning into this black color and then turn red. What the green blood does is basically increase their strength, speed, durability, basically down the board increases everything. But this is just level 1. You can, when you shown yourself a little bit more, improve yourself a little bit more, maybe you get to level 2. They've only maxed out to level 3 where they can increase that much before the body starts to break a little bit. Midoriya tests this on himself before anyone else. Remember that as well. Midoriya must be a leader, but he will sacrifice himself before he sacrifices his people. As he looks at everyone, he feels that the plan is coming together perfectly. He feels that he knows what he needs to do next. And he knows he's not going to like it 100% like he should. But he knows he has to push. Push it just a little bit to quicken up the events. Because if he stays on his laurels, if he stays here stagnant, he will not make it like he should. He breathes in and out. Get ready. Fuck. As you see Dobby grab his shoulder. This has to be done. He looks. It has to be done. As he stands, as his men stand with him, saluting. The new men and women already in the blackness with the guns cocked and loaded as they're standing. All of them seems like they're in pods. There's 3 separate ones. The first one that's the closest to him is the smallest amount of people but looks the most ready. Second one's a little bit more, a little bit more, and then less again. Get ready for a plan of attack tomorrow morning. It's time to show who we are. As he stands, he walks out as Machine Head follows him. As he's like on all fours, we now get a finally good look of what Machine Head kind of looks like, and he's like fully like machined up, like fully metal, but he almost looks like he's too much, like he's like he's walking like a gorilla. So what suit do you want to wear on the big day? Suit for lust. My personal favorite. Let me get it out as he scurries away. As he walks, he clicks open his laboratory. As you see, it almost looks like Nomu's, but like there's no black skin. It's a mix of tentacles and monsterism, and it almost looks like these were Nomu's, but they've been engineerily designed to become better. We have to put some pressure on him. As he grips his hand, let's put a play into sorts. As he looks back, as you see the 7 outside of Machine Head. So what's we gonna do now? As you see 7 bombs, almost. They're blinking. Beep, beep. Not primed and ready, but there. As he turns around, we're gonna show dear old Dad what we're made of. As this is where we're gonna end the video. Hope you guys like the series going forward. Hopefully new content's going to be coming out shorter than earlier, maybe, who knows. But thank you guys very much, and see you guys later. Goodbye!